Hey folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier here on a pro wrestling fan YouTube channel. Yes, you might have seen that I've kind of rebranded my channel. Subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel is now called a pro wrestling fan because that's what I am. Now, my other stuff you can find on my other channels, my new channels that are works in progress. A Man and a Camera Films, and also a Mike Messier YouTube channel for some of my non-wrestling rants. Right now, it is February 18th, 8:18 p.m. Standard Mike time. I'm watching Raquel Rodriguez just delivered a big boot to Natalia Neidhart. This is the first match on this Elimination Chamber pay-per-view here in Montreal. I'm not sure. Is this the first pay-per-view they've done in Montreal since the Survivor Series of '97? I remember they did a when Chris Benoit lost the title to Randy Orton in 2000. Was that 2004? Was that in Montreal? I think that was in Canada somewhere because that was kind of an interesting night. The crowd was really goofy that night. I think that was SummerSlam 2004. I'm pretty sure that was in Canada because the audience was rooting for all the heels and so forth. Asuka kind of looking interesting. She's my pick to win this thing. I had a couple of things. My buddy Shane McKenna on the Wrestling Fans Facebook group, he had his poll. Hameen Media Discussion Group had their poll. I think I picked Asuka in both of those polls to win this match that we're currently watching. Right now, she's not in it yet, which helps her chances, if this were a shoot, so to speak. Nice kick to the belly here by Natalia. I'll give credit to Natalia for being around for a long time, but kind of how I feel about Michael Cole as a commentator. Just because you have longevity doesn't mean you're doing things particularly well. No offense. Another thing that kind of Liv Morgan looking very cute tonight as usual, very attractive young lady. I'm not so sure about this gray silver hair on Liv. I'm not sure if that's a new thing for her. I don't like that gimmick of young people, especially women, dyeing their hair like they're old. You're going to get old soon enough anyway. Your life, snap your fucking fingers and you're dead. So why hurry the process of aging? So now, the thing about this elimination chamber these days, because somebody on Facebook, one of the wrestling groups, posted a picture. Here's Nikki Cross. That's pretty funny. Commitment to character. She's jumping up and down. Somebody posted a picture of the old elimination chamber, the first one, or the first 10 at least they did, when it was like a black cage and you didn't have this lighting effects. The WWE has really gone with their rings and their structures very much into the world of it looks like video games, you know what I mean? So you feel like you're watching Tron or something like that. It doesn't feel like a good old-fashioned match. God, what else? So tonight we've got some big matches. Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. That should be another interesting one. This will be their third, clash of titans, so to speak. I believe Lashley won the first one at the Royal Rumble last year due to Roman's interference. And then Brock got the win back overseas, Crown Jewel, not too long ago. And now they'll be headed to a third match, a rubber match. So, I could see them dragging this out to WrestleMania. What else are they going to do with these guys? If you're going to keep Brock away from Roman, he's got to fight somebody, like the big fight, the big fight feel. It is interesting what they've done with Lashley. It seems like every match he has, it's like when he faces Goldberg, he's a heel. When he faces some other people like, Seth Rollins or Austin Theory, then Bobby's the face. He's kind of a modern day tweener in some regards. If you have any comments or questions or any picks you want to state them. Go ahead, type them up and put them there. The big match, of course, tonight is Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. A very interesting battle. What's going to happen? Who's going to win? We don't know. We will find out. I think it's going to be interesting. I think, unless the WWE whoever's running this show now, Triple H, whoever, unless they really want to make things complicated and end up with some type of triangle match for WrestleMania with Cody, Sammy, and Roman. I think the smart money is really on Roman winning. But kind of like a Daniel Bryanson thing or Bryan Danielson thing, 10 years ago. Boy, does that fly fast. Do we really want to see a three-way match or not? But so that would make you think that Sammy's going to have to take the big L tonight. Good old Conrad Thompson on his podcast actually kind of booked a nice scenario where if the Usos cost, Sammy the victory, and Jey Uso kind of has a moral conscience, but he decides to turn on Sammy anyway, you could have Sammy and Kevin Owens versus the Usos at WrestleMania. That's Conrad's kind of fantasy booking, and I think he did a pretty good job with that, actually. So that might happen. Nikki Cross now with a nice cross body block off the top of the little cell. What do I think is going to happen? I think Roman Reigns, the smart's money's on. I wouldn't be shocked if somehow Sammy won, to be honest with you, just because it would be a feel-good story. It would be something that you wouldn't expect to see happen. They could totally do something. They could even have Roman win the title back next week on Raw or something and still face Cody at WrestleMania. They could do a lot of things. I have this feeling that we're going to see Sami Zayn kind of pull a George the Animal Steel and come out to ringside at WrestleMania to help Cody beat Roman. But, who knows? I mean, we can see. I want to do this right now. Oh, God. What else? So we still have Asuka still stuck in her little pod. And Carmella, who's back in action. Nice to see her back. She's kind of doing this auburn hair thing on Carmella. It looks pretty good, actually. So that's nice to see. It's going to be a fun show. I mean, here we are. They started off with the women's Hell in the Elimination Chamber. Because I always kind of get the Hell in the Cell and Elimination Chamber mixed up a little bit. The first Hell in the Cell was October of '97, the same night that Pillman passed away, which has always been kind of interesting. And then the Elimination Chamber, I think that wasn't until December of 2003, November of 2003, the Survivor Series in Madison Square Garden, where Shawn won the title. And I think that was the Raw title. That was like the World Heavyweight Championships, not even the lineal title, not the Bruno belt, as I call it. So, I don't know, folks. I'm going to have a fun night here. We're going to see what happens with this show. So I'm predicting Roman. I predicted Asuka to win this match. The men's Elimination Chamber, I believe I'm going with... I'm going to go with Austin Theory to retain. I kept going back and forth between Seth and Austin. For the Brock-Bobby match, I'm going to go with Bobby this one just so they can drag it out and have, Lesnar win his second match at WrestleMania. What other matches do we have on this thing? I guess there's a Rhea Ripley tag match. I guess I'll go with Rhea. I kind of want to go with Edge and Beth, but I guess I'm going to go with... I'll go with Edge and Beth on that. And then maybe like Rhea will get mad and they'll try to subtly turn her baby face. Trying to think what other matches are on this wonderful show. Meanwhile, Raquel Rodriguez is slamming Natalya into the corner. Hey, who's going to juice in this women's Hell in the Cell Elimination Chamber thing? They don't. I mean, I brought that point up to people. How come the women don't bleed? On the forehead, basically, in these cage matches. And people, nobody wants to see that. Well, you want equality and you want equal pay. Why not equal blading? You know what I mean? So, just things. So what else we got? So I'm going to go with Bobby over Brock. I'm going to go with Edge and Beth over Rhea and Finn. Maybe they'll take Rhea out of the family there, the bad guy family, whatever the fuck it's called. Then you've got Roman, I guess I'm going with. I'm taking Austin Theory to retain. This one, I predict Asuka. So we'll see, folks. Well, you've been a very quiet audience. I've seen some of you pop in and pop out, but yet you've failed to make comments. You failed to ask questions. So now I'm going to fail you. I'm going to... Unless you have something to say, say it. Write it. Give me a comment, and then I can see what the hell's going on with you. but I'm not seeing comments. It's very disturbing to me that the comments are not coming as quickly as I want them. But yeah, thanks for checking out this new revamped channel here. I really appreciate that. Now we have 3 Mike Messier YouTube channels instead of 1. And I have had a lot of new subscribers recently from my NWA clips. So if you came here because of the NWA clips, enough said. I've got more of those coming. I've kind of maxed out all that footage, but different reversions and stuff. And also I've got my whole 20-minute blog about it from last Saturday night. Okay, folks, I'm going to let you go. Thank you very much for checking in, and we'll see you real soon. Thank you.